Salutations, fellow nerds. I'm Rick Y, the wise guy, and today is January 7th, 2025. Donald Trump had a press conference, and, wow. I'm gonna have to cover this because it was a heck of a doozy. So, if you dig news, history, and Americana, sit a spell. Take your shoes off. Donald Trump stood in front of cameras and microphones to wax oxygen deprived. He mentioned that he would not rule out using the military to invade Greenland and declare war on NATO. Keep in mind, Denmark is a country that is in charge of Greenland, and they're a founding member of NATO, which means that declaration of war upon them means declaration of war against 32 other sovereign European nations. So the guy who sold himself as a big peacekeeper hasn't even gotten his chart-stained britches behind the resolute desk, and already he is threatening to declare war on tricks notes, damn near all of our allies. He also said that he couldn't rule out that he wouldn't use the military to invade Panama as well. Then the cave troll in chief started also mentioning that Canada is unnecessary as a trading partner. He went on to say that something about not needing Canadian lumber. And to those of you with insanely short memories, remember when COVID started and what industry did it hit almost immediately? Lumber. That's right. And what happened? Construction materials skyrocketed. And as did prices of new home construction. He is also trying to claim that the lumber industry won't affect the average American. You hear that, contractors? Don't you worry. You'll be just fine. He then started talking shit about their defense capabilities and military and implied that we as the United States have to protect them. Listen, as a veteran who was attached to the United States Marines, this is not only ignorant, but it is also dishonorable. During Operation Enduring Freedom, Canadians deployed more troops to our assistance from 2001 to 2014 than it had since World War II. So, with all due respect, and I understand the decency of Canadians, so I will say it for you, go fuck yourself, you moldy draft dodger. We're lucky to have Canada as a military ally and have been since the inception of their relationship with us. But then he continued as he spoke about windmills causing whales to go crazy, which sounds a little bit more like projection than anything else, as there seems to be a whale who is losing its mind over windmills. But then the golden nugget of priorities that he decided to detail was his desire to... I can't believe I'm about to say this. Change the Gulf of Mexico into the Gulf of America. Republicans? Buddies? What in the ever-living name of imaginary pizzeria basements made you believe that this was, above all, the greatest candidate for whom you could present to us and the world? He's already told you now that he's not going to keep his promises and instead created a all new fever dream declarations. The only policy he did run on in his campaign was getting rid of regulations which keep you as a worker safe and adequately compensated for your time and your efforts. The rest of the time he complained with no solutions, only concepts of a plan. And even after...
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
Enough Americans went out and openly chose that festering zit over the celebrated prosecutor and legislator. Hear me out when I say that the cynic in me says that we deserve everything that we have coming, but the veteran who knows how fucking amazing the American people can be when we work together says that we gotta push through this with some dignity and some grace. Now, Canadians, Panamanians, and I'm assuming Vikings over there in Denmark. Please understand that this is not what Americans want. This isn't even something he campaigned on. This is what happens when you put super soldier serum into a rotting mango. It doesn't hulk out. It just kind of metastasizes into, well, there are a lot of reasons for why he's back, and none of them are particularly all that great. What I can say is that there is a large number of us who aren't going to just go along with it. I also have a weird feeling that alliances with new and unsuspecting people will form because I'm already starting to see both buyer's remorse and
regret.
those of us who see this for what it is do not intend to go quietly into that stupid and delusional night. I sincerely believe that there is a good chance that even those who supported him from 2016 will start to begin questioning the sanity of the man who has all but empowered billionaires to rob them blind. So, no, some of us intend to stay informed, stay engaged, and stay decent. Sincerely, if you've made it this far, I truly appreciate you, and like and sub for me, and y'all come back now. You hear?